Mainga must go. Mainga must go. Mainga must go. Mainga mwizi. Mainga ni mwizi. Anaoiba mali ya wazee alaaniwe.
I'm the chairman, Miano Johnson, chairman of the Association of Kenya Railways Retirees, and that is why we have gathered here this morning on the strength of the association. We have lost our property, referred to as 209/1064, 1, 2, 3, and 5 along Valley Road. This property was transferred, vested to the pensioners in the year 2006 for the purpose of servicing their monthly pension until they walk out of this warrant. It was done so under an irrevocable trust. An irrevocable what? No one can return this trust until one goes to a court of law to overturn it. Unfortunately, the Kenya Railways management has decided to take back our property without following the due process of law, Ukora, may I put it that way. And we are not going to allow this kind of thing altogether. And when we are gathered here, we are representing more than 70,000 pensioners who are spread out all over the country. So we want to get our land back, which is currently worth more than 1 billion, 2 acres, more than 1 billion shillings. So it has been taken from us without following the proper channel, and that is why we have invited the media to come and listen to us, and most probably inform the world that our land has been grabbed by our former employer.
I'm Josephat Mulwa, also a pensioner. We walked all the way from our homes, from wherever we are living in, within Nairobi, all outside, and we walked to the premise, to our property, and we found that unlawfully development is in process. So we received a harsh reception. Some supervisors, young men, who I cannot mention them, they tried to harass us, and we told them we are not fearful of your harassment, but we want to inform the whole world, the whole country, and the railways as a whole, and our scheme as a whole. The board of management of the scheme, including all the trustees, that we vow to fight for our property and to stand still, because what is being done is not according to the law. The land grabbers, we say shame on you. We are taking a severe action against you to reverse you back and to bring back our property, to claim our property. It is our right, because the railways allocated the properties to all these pensioners, as you can see. And now some cartels and some people of high-tech, high-class people have taken our land without our know-how. So we will call all the 6,000 pensioners all over Kenya to come and team with us to claim our land. That land belongs to us. We have the title deeds, and whoever is taking that land, we tell him to stop, because now we have failed to fight back.
My name is Isaac Amuma. I am a pensioner, Kenya Railway pensioner, aged 85. Around the year 2005, 2004, 2005, Kenya Railways management were unable to pay us pension. And in the process, and on agreement with the government, it was agreed that a pension scheme be formed. A pension scheme was formed, and since the railways was unable to pay, as I've said earlier, it was agreed that they give us property worth 12.4 billion shillings to take care of the pensioners from that day up to the last day the pensioner departs from this earth. And thereafter, to continue with the scheme for the next 23 years after the last pensioner has passed on. That means it will take care of the other relatives and dependents of the last pensioner 23 years thereafter. Now, since the property was transferred to the Kenya Railway Pensioners Scheme, they transferred some 23 properties. And you can see here, these properties were to be sold for the purposes of raising finances to pay the pensioners. So far, we have sold 10 properties and we are remaining with 11 properties to dispose of. It is unfortunate that lately we have heard that Kenya Railway management would like to take some of the properties to make that property their own and use that property for their own purposes. Unfortunately, the properties being ours, these pensioners are saying they will not allow that to continue. That is why they have been to, we have been to the site and we have realized that somebody is on site, and we are saying, we have called the media houses to tell them, to tell Kenyans and to tell the whole world that we cannot accept our properties to revert back to the railways. These properties, once properties are transferred, that property is irrevocable. It cannot be returned back.
My name is Ann Nyaga, a pensioner of Kenya Railways, and we believe as pensioners we are a country ruled by the rule of law, and what the law protects should be taken into account. At the moment, there are arrears that are pending, arrears going back to 2000, pension arrears going up to back to 2004. Yet, we see people taking advantage of the properties that were given to us. Instead of following the due process of buying and selling, they take the properties. The MD Kenya Railways is one man who doesn't listen to anybody. He likes doing things his own way, and we say ukora hatutaki. Na Bwana Mainga, we won't allow you to steal our property. We want to get value for money. That property is worth 1 billion, and nobody can start doing any project on that land before we get what is rightfully ours. That is all I have.